we are in Calgary, Alberta in late March, and in traditional fashion, we have a storm. And as you can see, the roads have really just turned into ice. This vehicle is a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus with the factory all-season tires on it, not even winters. And my experience with this thus far, because I've only had this vehicle a little less than a year, has been superb in bad weather driving. When I say bad weather, I'm talking about snow and extreme cold as far as the road grip goes. And this is just the rear-wheel drive model. So let's drive a little bit with this on some of these hills, on these icy roads, and see how it goes. And I can tell you, because I've been driving it now for about 15-20 minutes up and down a bunch of hills, making some deliveries for Meals on Wheels, that yeah, this thing is not a problem. It is sticking up a storm. It's not perfect, so in a few minutes here I will get on an icy spot, jam on the brakes, and you'll see, yeah, I'll slide, but it's quite stable. It's not going all over the place. So let's just see what happens here. There we go, accelerating on the ice from dead. No problem. There we go, nice slippery road. Give it some gas here around the corner. Nothing, no fishtail, no problem. A little more gas here, nothing, no fishtail.
We'd like to interject for just a few seconds and ask you to click like, and if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those things make a huge difference in the Google algorithm. We mostly talk about electric vehicles, the energy industry, and high technology. And we take on both sides of issues. We try to stick with facts. Thanks. Back to the show.
I just walked this and I can tell you it's slippery. Quite slippery. I'm going to give it a lot of gas here. Well, a lot of juice. No gas. And it's going up here just fine. Again, two-wheel drive, SR Plus, Model 3, 2019, for those who care about the year. I suppose there are some differences between them. Yeah, we'll give it gas going up the hill here, and you'll see, yeah, it just, up it goes, no problem. We'll take the corner here and give it some gas to intentionally get it to fishtail, and almost nothing, like just the tiniest bit. All right, so these side streets are slick and icy and just unpleasant. Unpleasant to walk, not just to drive on. Okay, so we're going downhill here, and it's actually moderately steep. I'm going to just take my foot off the gas, and it's slowing down on its own, of course, using regenerative braking. But let me just pile on the brakes and see what it does there. Yeah, right? Interesting, right?
Will continue in some form or another.
Anti-locks kicked in there, and but the vehicle did stop in a timely fashion. Certainly compared to my other vehicles, it's doing a great job. Not quite as good as my wife's four-wheel drive Mazda, but not bad. Now look, this is actually quite a little hill we're on here, and I'm going to give it some gas, and you can see it's slipping a bit. Well, maybe you can't see, but you can maybe hear, but not much. And yeah, looks pretty happy to me. Downhill again. Let's clear the windshield, maybe you can see a little better. It is slippery. Let's just let the or the regen do its work. Yeah, it's doing a good job. But if I hit the brakes, well, we do slide a fair bit there. But again, that is downhill. So, you know, I think everything would do that. But let's rephrase that. I know everything would do that. It's just what it is. Okay, now look at this hill. This is pretty steep. It's got some gravel on it, but not much. And it does up here, I guess. but I haven't got there yet. There it is. I just got to the gravel, and no problem. That is steep. So let's just take a quick look at how the tires are holding up. It's a little bit of snow, but mostly ice. And yeah, looks okay. It's not too packed in there. Around to the back, which of course is the drive wheels in this one. Obviously the same. Yeah, it's good. So a little bit of snow right here, but as you can see here, that's ice. Yeah, and it's slippery. Transition onto ice and off of ice, no problem, no slipping. Jerk the wheel over here in a second. There's somebody behind us, so I'll freak him out a bit, but yeah, no problem at all there, right? It does handle.
So the bottom line is that while no one's going to confuse this with the four-wheel drive with winter tires on it, it's quite stable, even on the ice. And while you can see that the road is wet here, that's because it's been salted. If you take a look in the my console display, you'll see that it's -4 degrees Celsius. So this is below zero. And on the side roads where it's not salted or sanded, which is almost all of it, that ice is slippery. And so I think the point of this video that we can all take away is that it's the standard range plus, in other words, the rear-wheel drive only model, operates just fine on normal icy conditions. Again, you're not going to want to treat this like a tank, but because it's heavy and because it's got very good stability control, traction control, it handles just fine. I'm very happy with it for this purpose. Please put your comments below and we'll get back to you, usually within a day. If you like this video, we'd really appreciate it if you would click like. And if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those things make a huge difference in the Google algorithm. We mostly talk about electric vehicles, the energy industry, and high technology. And we take on both sides of issues. We really try to avoid politics and the random opinion claims of either fanboys or political partisans. We try to stick with facts. And if you have any other questions and concerns, you can always get a hold of us at www.partisanissues.com. Thanks!